Okay, I want to talk a little bit about the furnishings in this room. The first piece I want to show you is a little entertainment stand I got. This set comes from China. It's brand new. It's not Renwall, but I liked it for a lot of different reasons. There's a lot of interesting detail in this set. One is the fact that these little doors do open and close. Not very easily, of course, but they do open and close, as you can see. And get that closed back up. And it's a typical entertainment center. I mean, there's room to put a, little TV and radio and clock, or you can just put tchotchkes in there. But what I like about this set, that makes it perfect for these doll houses, is that on the back you have these magnets. And so wherever you put this furniture in your dollhouse, it is going to stay right where you set it. So that's kind of a nice little feature. Back in the corner here, I don't know if you can see, there it is. You can see the television. And I'm going to bring that forward. There you go. And I like this because I actually had, as a child, a television that looked a lot like this, except the legs were a little better, not so spindly. And the coolness about this, if I can get it in the right part of the light for you to actually see it, where my camera's not blocking the light, there we go. Let's see. There, that's better. When I get it where the camera's not blocking the light, it's so far away you can barely see it, but it looks just like the TVs we had when we were kids. And back on the back, when you turn it around, there's that, plain cardboard masonite-ish type stuff that was on everyone's television. If I can get it, let's see if I can get it where the light will let you see the detail without my having the shadow of the camera in the way. There we go. But if you see all that cutout area, our TV looked like that, and except for the magnet in the middle. But the little magnet is just handy, and ours was black and white, and we had just the two buttons and nothing else. So there's the little TV, and this I just had to have. It is the obligatory hideous black rotary dial phone, and everyone's house had these. Up through about early 1960, this was one of the only telephones you could get, was the hideous black desk phone, and it wasn't until I think it was like almost 1970 before they had the wall phone and the princess phone that you could get. And of course the wall phone only came in that dreadful harvest gold and that horrid avocado green that was everywhere in the 60s. So that's the little phone stand. And I'll put that back. And I don't know, I don't think I showed you this. The reason I bought this set was definitely because of this particular piece, and I'm trying to get it, there we go, I'm trying to get it where it's in the light and I can show it to you. The details on these are just unreal. You've got the two little, the two little sardines, you've got two little dishes of, what might be wasabi and who knows what, probably supposed to be soybeans, miso. But I like that little pair of, if I can get the light right without having the camera shining on it, that little pair of chopsticks in the corner is the thing that sold this to me. And I don't know if you can see the sake glass. There, I'm trying to turn it, but it has a little sake cup in there. If I can get the light right. There. And the other part that I thought was so fascinating, let's see, can I get it? If I'm, every time I get this where I can see it, or where you can see it. I can't see it. So let's try this. Okay, there. Let's try this. That's a little better. Ah, there we go. That's much better. Now you can see the little sake cup and the pair of chopsticks, and hopefully there, the little sardines. But what I really thought was absolutely wonderful about this was the newspapers. I have a Vietnamese friend and his wife, and he is continually appalled at how we here in the United States kind of ignore newspapers. They're very precious because it takes so long, to print them, and they get read repeatedly by people, so they're considered, just a really important thing to have around. Whereas we just kind of, it comes in and we glance at it and throw it in the trash. Oh, now, trying to get the light changed here so you can see a few other things. And you can see in there the detailing on the door. There's the valences and all that time that they took, creating that lovely little floral print. But it's these little photographs on the wall over here that make these lithographed houses so cool, because they took the time to actually do miniature little paintings in here. And while I'm looking at this, this house did have some serious issues. One of them was, if you can see there, the schmutz in the corner and along the edges. There is some damage, some rust damage. And what I did to help stop it was I took WD-40 to it. If you look in the garage, I don't know if you can see the schmutz back there on the door. But to stop that, I used some WD-40. Hopefully that will keep that from happening. But this bare area here in the living room was supposed to have a grand piano, and I did buy, I bought 4 grand pianos actually. And the problem though was that none of them was to scale, so my intention is to have a piano there, and once I do that, then the living room will be complete.